right, guys, we're back here at Brick by Brick for Vic Nieto's benefit. I'm sitting here with Ted Morton from Pet Shark. Huge band here in the San Diego area, all the way up and down the coast, actually, here in California. Glad to have him here, Ted, thanks.
Thank you. Good
yeah.
to see you.
So let's talk a little bit about your relationship with Vic.
Oh, man. We go back with Vic several years, and Victor's actually the one who broke us down here. I mean, he's the one who brought us down. We were actually introduced to Victor by Eric from Points North. And then Victor was kind enough to book us at Ramona Main Stage many times, and he's booked us here at Brick by Brick many times, and we are really good friends with Victor, and he's just he's a super great guy, and he's done a great thing for the music scene down here in San Diego. Yeah,
no doubt. I mean, he's the man here in the area. We all love him. We're here because of that.
Absolutely.
And for the music scene in San Diego, actually Southern California, really, this guy's been an icon for years.
Yeah, absolutely. No, Vic's a real talented guy. He has a real knack for putting on shows, and he gets people out, you know, and he does a really good job, and he's been very, very good to us. He's been super, super kind to Pet Shark, so we really appreciate that a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've seen you guys many times with some of the biggest headliners in the industry. So, you know, I mean, that's cool right there.
Yeah, it is. It's great fun, and it's really amazing. You know, you can sit in your home studio, write an album, and meet all kinds of really nice people as a result, and develop a fan base, and you know, you're kind of on your way. So.
Yeah, speaking of albums, I heard a rumor that you guys got a new record you're silently producing.
Well, it's not so silent, but yes, and actually Mr. Mike Keneally is co-producing the record with us, and he actually played on the album as well. And he played some guitar and some keyboards, and he's just an amazing guy, an incredible genius. He's just such a great musical talent. It's amazing. So it's really a privilege to work with him.
Yeah, Mike's a great guy. He used to, is that the long-haired dude, red-headed dude?
Oh, who, Mike?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, I got him confused with somebody else.
Mike plays right now. Mike's on tour right now with G3 with Joe Satriani. And he played with Frank Zappa and Steve Vai and countless others.
That Mike.
Yeah, that Mike. And so, but yes, we are in the midst right now of making our second album. The whole thing is recorded. We're just in the editing and mixing and mastering process. And so we're hoping it's going to be out by this summer.
Very cool, very cool. Well, folks, you heard that here first at BackStage360. We're here for the long haul, so stay tuned. We got more artists coming up. And again, I want to thank Ted for taking time with us.
Thank you.
You bet. All right, this is the Rock Man. We're signing off. All right, we're back at Vic Nieto's benefit, and I'm here with Yolanda. Ooh, I'm so excited to interview this girl. I heard so much about her vocals, but we're going to talk a little bit about how she knows Vic and everything like that. So thanks for doing this.
You're so welcome.
Yeah,
Thank
no
you
worries.
For being here.
Oh,
Thank you so much.
We have to be here.
Well, of course, it's for Vic.
Right.
For Vic.
How'd you and Vic meet?
Well, I've been coming to the Brick by Brick for many, many years, and I've been playing here for many years. So through that, he actually knew me before I actually knew who he was. And about 2 years ago, this band named Points North, who has a Rush tribute called Fred Barchetta, was looking for a person to sub for their regular singer. and they asked Vic who he would recommend, and he recommended me. And so that's actually where our story really begins. And so due to him, I got to meet these wonderful people from San Francisco who are just amazing musicians and amazing people.
Yeah.
And then through that, I got to know Vic more and just came to love him. He's such an amazing person. And he's helped our music community so much.
Absolutely. He is the music community in San Diego.
Yes,
That's why it's so cool to see everybody out here tonight.
Absolutely.
And, you know, the guys at Points North, Eric and Uriah.
And Kevin.
We love those guys. We've had the opportunity to interview them, and both sweethearts. In fact, I met them through Vic, too.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I think the first time we covered them was at Ramona Main Stage, and they were opening for Queensryche.
Oh my goodness. Now I'm from Seattle, so that's just like that whole 6 degrees of separation kind of thing. That's really cool.
Yeah, it was totally cool. They were great. And then I think we did another show at the Coach House with them.
Okay. Yeah.
I didn't see Eric or Uriah at NAMM this year. Did you go to NAMM?
I did. Kevin was there for one day. We didn't get to meet up, but he was definitely there. Eric and Uriah just couldn't make it this year.
Right. Now, what's going on with your side project band?
With SoundSlave. We're Soundgarden Audio Slave Tribute, and we're actually heading up the benefit for next week on Saturday the 24th. So tonight's the first night of the benefit for Vic, and then we're also doing the benefit next week. We're very excited. We just got our second guitar player, who we've been looking for a year and a half, and it's a perfect fit. So we're ecstatic to show him off for the first time next week.
Yeah, well, I'm excited to see it. I haven't seen you perform yet, either with Points North or your SoundSlave. So I've been hearing all this good stuff, so don't let me down.
I promise not to.
I don't think you will.
We've got surprises, and we're very excited. Yeah.
You want to say anything to Vic? Because he's going to see this.
Okay. Vic, I love you, and I'm so grateful to you, and it's the least that we could do to pay you back for all of the beauty that you've spread throughout our community to do these benefits. So thank you. Thank you.
Well, you heard it here, folks. This is a special night for us, too, as well. This is the Rock Man. We're signing off for the time being. There'll be more to come. Hey guys, we're back real quick. Sitting here with Karen Lesner. She's the main reason we're here tonight. She's the one that organized this event for Vic, and she wanted to say a few things, and I don't blame her. She's been Vic's go-to person for a long time. All the shows that we've ever done, either Brick by Brick or Ramona, this girl right here has been here. So let's talk with Karen and see what she's got to say about tonight and next week. Don't forget, next week, guys. Right. So Karen, thanks.
Thank you. Actually, a bunch of people put this one together. A lot of the bands, they all got together, also with Bobby Fernandez, who couldn't be here today because he has the flu, and to do something for Victor because he's done so much for the music community. He couldn't be here tonight because he unfortunately has the flu, and it's difficult for anybody with his condition to have to deal with the flu. But I've been sending him messages and little snippets of tonight's show via text, so he's been able to see what's been going on. So I've been working with Victor since probably 2009, 2010, and I do mostly production. I'm not a promoter, not a booker,
right.
I might do that occasionally, but mostly I do a lot of production. I get to do all the grunt work, and I enjoy that the most. So Victor, he books the shows, and then I help him work his shows.
Right. And you guys have known each other a long time?
Yeah, since about 2009.
That's when you met?
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought you guys knew each other since the early 2000s.
You would think, because, we're actually really, really good friends. We get along great. We have our days, like anyone, because we're both the same sign. So we're both kind of stubborn and, forward and things like that. But we've been good friends for a long time.
Right. So next week?
Next week.
Right here, let's talk about that a little bit.
We have 5 bands. We have Band of Heathens, Night Shadow, Alchemy, Yolanda's 2 bands. I forgot their names. Loose Cannon, and then the other one, I forgot their name. SoundSlave.
That's right.
SoundSlave. So it should prove to be a really good night on that night, too. So.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we'll get to raise a lot of money.
Yeah.
I know Vic needs it.
Yes, he does. His medical bills are quite expensive. He had no idea because, up until October, he really didn't have any expenses. And then, if you have symptoms like you're eating a lot of sweets, sugars, sodas, things like that, you're having problems and going to the restroom all the time, or you're feeling fatigued, you want to get checked out. You don't know what it is. And it turned out he had, diabetes. And it's been up and down, and he's really struggled with having to, learn a new way of life, which he's done really well. But the expenses are pretty astronomical.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And the insurance he has, it's just state insurance. It doesn't cover everything. So, and he can't really work. So,
Right.
it makes it really difficult. And he's a proud man, and he's not going to really say, I need help with this or that.
Right, totally.
And he's done a lot for the community, so, have all his friends step up like this in the bands, that's really heartwarming. And it shows that we have a strong music community here in San Diego, stronger than what people, will say. So.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
Yeah.
Well, listen, folks, if you get a chance to come down to Brick by Brick next week, please do. It's for a great cause. Vic, if hopefully he'll be here next week. We're all praying for him to get well. I know we are at BackStage360 totally indebted to Vic for everything he did for us. And Karen, thanks for taking the time and chatting with us.
That's what I do.
And say hi to Vic.
Hey, Vic. Keep working. Keep getting stronger.
We love you, baby.
Yeah.
This is the Rock Man. We're out of here. Hey guys, we're back. We're back, and this is the last interview of tonight. But guess what? Next Saturday night, same time, same place, we'll be back here again for another benefit for our friend Vic Nieto. I'm sitting here with Taz Taylor, a real good friend of Vic's, and we're going to talk a little bit to him about how he and Vic got together and what's going on with his band. So Taz, thanks, man.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So how did you and Victor get together?
I don't remember exactly what year it was. I mean, it's got to have been about 8 years or so ago. And I mean, we've done so many shows with Vic now. I can't even remember what the first one was. Yeah. I mean, he was putting shows with us in here at Brick by Brick. And, we did like the Michael Schenker group, Uli John Roth. I mean, it's so many shows. And then when he became the in-house talent buyer at Ramona Mainstage, it's like you said a moment ago off camera. I mean, he took that place from being nothing, where we were doing shows there with Vic, and it was incredibly difficult to convince people to go. Everyone thought it was too far away. They'd all be like, oh, it's too far away, it's all up the hill. And we just kept doing it, and we kept doing it, and we kept doing it. And eventually that came to an end. I don't know exactly what happened, but Vic left there. Now there's nothing going on there at all. And he's doing shows as an independent again. He's putting shows into Brick by Brick and the Marrow. And it's been a wild ride. And I mean, he's a good guy. He's shy, I mean, I think 99% of people that come to these shows, they don't even know who Vic is. They don't know he's the man behind all this, because he doesn't get up on stage and introduce the headliner. He doesn't say, hey, we got this coming up next. He's behind the scenes, but he's the one that's putting it all together.
Yeah, absolutely. The first time I met him was at the Ramona Main Stage, and I was caught by that myself.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not there for the attention. He has a genuine love for the music. I mean, so many of the promoters, they just care about the dollars. They don't know anything about the bands that they're putting on. But Vic has a massive music collection of his own. He's totally into the music. He knows who these bands are. He knows the history of these bands. Whether it's L.A. Guns or whether it's Uli John Roth or whoever it is. He knows who these bands are. He knows the history of them. He's got the records. He's got thousands of vinyl records at home.
Yeah.
All music promoters are not like that.
For sure.
The dollars.
Yeah. And he loves his shredders.
Yeah. He likes putting the instrumental shows on for sure.
Yeah. So what do you guys got going on for the rest of the year?
If it doesn't sound, when I tell you what we have, it doesn't sound like we're super busy and that's because we usually only book shows, 6 to 8 weeks ahead. I mean, right now we do have a really cool show coming up on April 5th with John 5, and that's going to be the 4th time that we've opened for John. And we have another show in June, that's here, and the other show in June is also here with Uli John Roth.
Very cool.
Yeah, I think it's about the 6th or 7th time we've opened for Uli, But the John 5 show, I mean, I'm excited about that, because I would say that almost all of my guitar heroes, they came to the forefront in the late 70s to early 80s. That's how old I am. And as you know, not many rock guitarists have kind of emerged in the 90s and the 2000s. It's like saying there are no new classic rock bands, right? So I only have 2 new guitar heroes, and they're completely different to each other. One is Joe Bonamassa, and the other is John 5. I mean, to me, he's that good.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Yeah, he's that good. So it's a tremendous honor to be opening for him.
Yeah. Well, I mean...
And that's a Vic show.
That's a Vic show, right?
Of course.
Yeah, and I mean, the guy just lays in the background, and he just does his thing, and he's a happy guy, and every time I see him, he's always upbeat and thing. This health issue, I think he'll get through this.
Yes, I think he will.
I think with all of our help and these benefits and things like that, maybe we can get him fixed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, because San Diego needs him.
We do. We absolutely do.
All right, my friend. Good seeing you.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah, thanks for taking the time, man.
Oh, no worries. Thank you.
All right, man. So you heard it here. This is Rockman. We are outie.